Hello there, Nareg is here. Today we're gonna learn how to solve trigonometric equations. So I would like to suggest that you watch one of my previous videos where I'm talking about the associated arcs in the unit circle. That video is gonna help you in order to remind yourself about the arcs that are associated and whatever relation you can find between them. Since I'm going to use it in this demonstration, so I will start directly by giving you the formulas, and then I'm going to take some examples. Now, the first one, we're going to talk about sine. Whenever we have sine x, which is equal to sine alpha. Whenever you have an equation which is similar to this, the solutions for this equation will be x is equal to alpha plus 2k pi, or x is equal to pi minus alpha plus 2k pi. So you have these solutions. Now I'm going to remind you, why do we have alpha and pi minus alpha? So in a trigonometric circle, we have, this is the angle alpha, let's say. So this is alpha. Sine of alpha, which is here, which represents, of course, this segment, is the same segment of pi minus alpha. So pi minus alpha, it will be pi, it's a half revolution, minus alpha. So pi minus alpha, it's an angle which belongs to the second quadrant. So sine will be positive. Once again, if I'm going to calculate sine of pi minus alpha, it will give me the same segment which is here. So for a certain angle alpha, I can have the same sine, the same value of sine, whether the angle is alpha or pi minus alpha. This was the case where sine x is equal to sine alpha. Now, in the most general case, it could be that you are given sine x is equal to a. You just have to pay attention that a should be a certain value which is between -1 and 1. So why by -1 and 1? We have to simply remember that sine of 0, for example, it's 0. Sine of 90, it's 1. So sine will be any value between 0 and 1, between 1 and 0, or between 0 and -1. So these are the values that are that sine could have. It could be sine minimum -1, maximum 1. That's why a, which is the constant in this case, and it is equal to sine of a certain angle, a should be between -1 and 1. I cannot have less than -1 or greater than 1. That's why you should pay attention to a. So whenever we have sine x is equal to a, you simply use your calculator in order to find which angle gives you a. Sine of which angle it gives you the value of a. In case it was a particular angle like pi over 3, pi over 6, pi over 2, in that case it's going to be easy. I will take an example and I will show you. So you just have to transform a to sine of a certain angle alpha, and then you will have the same solutions. X is equal to alpha plus 2k pi, x is equal to pi minus alpha plus 2k pi. So I will take directly an example. We have sine x is equal to square root of 2 over 2. As you can see, square root of 2 over 2, it's a value which is between -1 and 1. It's 0.7. You have to ask yourself which angle has sine that gives me square root of 2 over 2. It's a particular angle in this case. You don't have to use your calculator. So you simply say that it's sine x is equal to sine of pi over 4. The angle for which sine is square root of 2 over 2, it's pi over 4. So automatically you will have your solutions. X is equal to pi over 4 plus 2k pi. 2k pi, it means the whole revolution. It could be once, twice, 3 times. It depends on the value of k. It could take values 1, 2, 3, 4 until infinity, or -1, -2 until minus infinity. The second solution, it's x is equal to pi minus pi over 4 plus 2k pi. So it's 3 pi over 4 plus 2k pi. These are the solution for this equation. Sine x is equal to square root of 2. You can use your calculator. Try sine of pi over 4, it will give you a square root of 2 over 2, or sine of 3 pi over 2, again it will give you the same value, square root of 2 over 2. Now I'm going to take another example. Again related with sine. What can we do for this equation? Sine of 5x is equal to sine 2x. Very simple. You simply have to say that 5x is equal to 2x plus 2k pi, or, so I'm going to continue this one. It's 3x is equal to 2k pi. So finally we will have x is equal to 2k pi over 3. The second one, it's 5x is equal to pi minus 2x plus 2k pi. So we will have 7x is equal to pi plus 2k pi. The final solution will be x is equal to pi over 7 plus 2k pi over 7. This is how you solve the equation related with sine. Now let's go through cosine. So I'm going to take we finished with sine, we're going to go through cosine. So whenever you have cosine x is equal to cosine of a certain angle alpha, your solutions will be x is equal to alpha plus 2k pi, or x is equal to minus alpha plus 2k pi. Alright? So these are the two solutions. Again, I'm going to remind you, with a trigonometric circle, whenever you have your angle which is alpha here, this is the angle alpha. Cosine of angle alpha it's simply this segment, which is on the axis of abscissa. It's the same thing for minus alpha. So minus alpha is here. Whenever I'm gonna calculate cosine of minus alpha, it's gonna give you the same segment, which is here. That's why x could be alpha plus 2k pi, x is equal to minus alpha plus 2k pi. Again, we can have the general form also. Let's say it was cosine x is equal to a. You have to pay attention once again that a should take any value between -1 and 1. Why? Cosine of 0, it's 1. Sine of the cosine of 90, it's 0. Cosine of pi, it's -1, and cosine of 3 pi over 2, it's 0. So the values of cosine are between 1, 0, -1, 0, again 1. So it's any value between -1 and 1. So whenever you have cosine is equal to a, you simply have to calculate for which angle the cosine gives you the result as a. Cosine of which angle gives you the final result a. So you will have to convert this to cosine of a certain angle alpha, and once again you will have to use the same solutions. You will have the same roots. Alright, I'm going to take an example, two examples with cosine. So let's take a couple of examples with cosine. How do we solve cosine x is equal to 1 over 2? As you can see, its cosine is equal to a. So cosine is equal to a should be between -1 and 1, and in this case it is between -1 and 1, it's 0.5. It's a particular angle, so I do not have to use my calculator to find the angle. I simply say that it's cosine x, which is equal to cosine of which angle? It's 1 over 2. You simply say it's cosine of pi over 3. X is equal to pi over 3 plus 2k pi, or x is equal to minus pi over 3 plus 2k pi. So you have these two solutions, two roots. X is equal to pi over 3 plus 2k pi, or x is equal to minus pi over 3 plus 2k pi. And you can use the calculator checks cosine of 60 or cosine of -60, it gives you 0.5. Alright, another example. Let's take another example. So what if we have cosine of 4x is equal to cosine x? Easy. You simply say 4x is equal to x plus 2k pi. Again, 2k pi, it's the whole revolution. So I'm gonna finish this one. It's 3x is equal to 2k pi. X is equal to 2k pi over 3. Or you have 4x is equal to minus x plus 2k pi. You will have 5x is equal to 2k pi. So x is equal to 2k pi over 5. So these are the solutions, the roots of this equation. Alright, so once we did cosine, we can go to tangent. Let's talk about tangent. When we have tangent x is equal to tangent alpha, the solutions or the roots are going to be x is equal to alpha plus 2k pi, or x is equal to pi plus alpha plus 2k pi. Once again, we're going to get back to our trigonometric circle. So, to remind you that tangent of alpha and tangent of pi plus alpha both are the same, since in the first quadrant it's positive and in the third quadrant it's positive, so you will have alpha and pi plus alpha. Now I can arrange these equations. So the second one, I can say that x is equal to alpha plus 2k plus 1 times pi. So as you can see, the solution could be alpha plus 2k pi or alpha plus 2k plus 1 pi. It could be odd or even. So the final solution for this one, you can simply say that x is equal to alpha plus k pi. So k could be odd or even, and you will have to use only this one, x is equal to alpha plus k pi. Of course, in case you have the general form, tangent x is equal to a, in this case a could take any value between minus infinity or plus infinity. You simply have to transform a to a tangent of a certain angle, which is alpha, and then get back to this solution, x is equal to alpha plus k pi. Let's take an example. We have tangent x is equal to minus square root of 3 over 3. So you simply have to remind yourself which particular angle gives you square root of 3 over 3. It's tangent of x is equal to minus tangent of pi over 6. Alright? It's tangent of pi over 6 minus tangent of pi over 6. Now, I cannot say that x is equal to pi over 6. I should have tangent is equal to tangent. In this case, its tangent is equal to minus tangent. So, which associated arcs can I use in order to transform minus tangent to tangent? It's very simple. You have tangent of minus pi over 6, which is minus tangent of pi over 6. I will remind you, tangent of minus alpha, it's minus tangent alpha. So x is equal to minus pi over 6 plus k pi. So this is the solution for this equation. Alright? I'm going to talk also about cotangent. We're going to take one last example with cotangent, and we'll be able to finish this part. So cotangent is going to be the same thing as tangent. Cotangent of x is equal to cotangent alpha. Once again, x is equal to alpha plus 2k pi, or x is equal to pi plus alpha plus 2k pi. As you can see, alpha is in the first quadrant, pi plus alpha is in the third quadrant. Cotangent in the first and third is positive. That's why you will have these two solutions. Once again, you can do an arrangement for this part. X is equal to alpha plus pi times 2k plus 1. So 2k pi or 2k plus 1 pi, it shows you that this number could be odd or even. So your final solution will be x is equal to alpha plus k pi. Alright? x is equal to alpha plus k pi. And in case you had, one more time, the general form cotangent x is equal to a could take any value between minus infinity and plus infinity. Once again, you will have to transform a to cotangent of a certain angle alpha. If it's a particular angle, that's great. If not, you simply use your calculator and you find the angle alpha, and then you will have to say that this is the root or the solution. So let's take one final example. We have cotangent 5x is equal to cotangent x. You have to say that 5x is equal to x plus k pi. So 4x is equal to k pi, x is equal to k pi over 4. So this will be the root or the solution of this for this equation. That's it for solving trigonometric equations. I hope it was helpful. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Once you subscribe, you will be notified whenever I upload new videos. And of course, I can share with you my Instagram and Facebook account in case you want to contact me directly, or simply leave a comment below. That's all for today, and see you next time.